Why choose just any choice when you could choose Andy's choice? Remember,
I can't say I'm thrilled to see all these Westport Protectorate folks playing.
There's no Protectorate folk here from Westport.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. Here, a considerable reward for your considerable efforts. Had anyone asked, I would have bet a year's pay against your capturing the hearts and minds of the denizens of Westport, and it seems I would have been out a great deal of bits. I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an investment I am ready to make. You've given me a great deal to think about. I am in your debt. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. I've many refugees to see to. Well, such a strong word. Let's call it a hunch. Consider this your first lesson in propaganda. Find whatever your target desires most and use it towards your own ends. Speak with Vigilant Hogarth in the building beside the saloon. He was in charge around here before we arrived. I have no doubt he knows vital information to the Vox's functioning. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me. I've no doubt that when we next meet, I'll have risen 6 ranks, at least. Farewell!
Heard you're working for Milver Street. You can consider my offer formally rescinded. No reason to believe he wouldn't attempt to sabotage anything I attempted.
You know what these new Westport Protectorate folks need? A middle manager to focus their earning potential. Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy it.
The others appear to be acclimate. Well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred? Judging by the waves of consternation wafting off of you, your other options must have failed. Yes, I know of a means in, but you must do something for me there. Even though I no longer am of the Protectorate, I do care for its subjects. Now, I'll prepare a writ of conscription to the Vox Relay. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law. Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. You already know the man, and the two of you are in good standing, all the better. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. Farewell now.
Told my manager, a man is not a slice of man, Mr. Overby. Then I said, I am warned in some commonplace consumable item.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Too much spacer's ale. Try Auntie's Choice.
To what do we owe the pleasure? My dear cousin will serve a fine warning to anyone who dares to betray the Protectorate. How come I didn't get a bonus this year? I worked harder than anybody.
Prisoner 349889393A. There is no place for you in the paradigm.
Wait, I want your command.
was sure that was the end of me. Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some capacity, but I left everything behind when I fled. Though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life is behind me for good, it seems. The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He's executing loyal subjects as traitors on a whim, without even a mention of refreshment. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing he does is in alignment with the paradigm. He's obviously ill and needs to be removed. My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate, but we were forced to flee after pointing out the obvious. Is everyone so oblivious that they can't see what is going on? I was to meet my partner in a cave to the northwest of here. We were going to hide until the current Montelli crisis has been resolved. I fled Montelli, but I'm still loyal. Once I stop shaking, I'll continue on my way. Thank you again, stranger. I owe you my life.
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Aggressors near.
Sovereign provides.
Still recharging!
My plot's always proud.
Back again. Thought we were done for now. You again. I heard fighting. What's going on?
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered easy deaths. What happened?
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the Consul Sentinel arrived to conduct a preliminary interrogation. She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the Consul wants someone brought back to him, alive. Lucky me. Thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him a whole lot faster. Kind of you to offer, but I'm not going anywhere.
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit, I'm going to blow her pretty ship to pieces.
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard. Your friends ought to be proud.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to protect Zebulon and our cell, I'd take it. But if I escape, the Protectorate will pursue me, and everyone I care about will be in danger. I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw some frayed wires near the fuel system. With the right spark, I think I can ignite it.
I have my doubts. Even if she managed to spark a few wires, that ship's bound to have a fire suppression system. It would kick in if there was any real ignition.
What do you propose, then?
Not blowing yourself up, for starters.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me. We don't have much time.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? All right. I'm going to trust you on this, if only because I don't feel my head screwed on quite right at the moment. I just hope you're not wrong. No point in remaining here then, is there? I'll need you to find a way to unlock the gate to this pen. If you can't unlock it through nimble fingers, one of those freshly made corpses nearby should have a keycard on them. Talk about prepared. Well done. I can manage from here. Tell Zeb I'll rendezvous with him later, once I've identified a safe place to meet. One last request. Don't damage the transport. A lone escapee is already insult, but a Sentinel killed, her transport destroyed? The Protectorate won't ignore such outright injury. Anyway, thank you again. Look after yourselves.
I know what Audra said, but what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without bloodying the Protectorate's nose first. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. Wouldn't be hard. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we gonna have a chance to take out one of the Consul's lackeys and a Protectorate vessel in one go? Thank you, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher, and he'll want to hear about what happened with Audra.
You've returned, but where are the others? Hold a moment. What's that in the sky? A Protectorate transport? What in the blazes was that? What of my team? That wasn't the vessel sent for them, was it? Tell me they were not on board.
A Sentinel worked them over bad. Only Audra was still alive when we got there, and she was ready to blow herself up to take out that ship. Luckily, we found another way.
Damn the Protectorate. At least you were able to get through to Audra, and still find a way to avenge our fallen comrades. And what of the cipher? Thank you. I was beginning to fear I'd have to decipher this intelligence the hard way. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend and ally. That's a rare thing in this colony. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
Got time for a debrief, Commander? Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. Yeah. Guess I am. First time in a long time I felt something kin to hope. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins ought to be celebrated too. No. Trust, I learned my lesson there. Got the burns to prove it. On Triangular might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't come with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top-heavy you keep paying me compliments like that. Thanks again for going out of your way to help Zeb. Now I can focus on hunting down the Breeze without feeling like I've got a rabid sprat in my back pocket.
You've returned. I take it matters are... Ah, well, then here are your rewards, per earlier terms discussed. I trust you'll find it all useful. Return with the remaining 5 volumes to complete the set, and I shall provide you the rarest rarities available to me. Greetings. Something new to report? Return...
To what do we owe the pleasure?
Bad for Arcadia, and a great purge is imminent.
rounding up their own people. Sick bastards.
Affirmative procedure.